Okay, call to be in order. First time on the agenda is roll call.
Alderman Johnson. Here. Alderman Harris. Here. Alderman Kelly.
Here.
Alderman Headley. Here. Alderman West. Here. Alderman Arnold.
Here.
Next time is invocation from Pastor David Hutchinson from Faith Now Methodist Church, followed by a pledge of allegiance from Alderman.
Please bow your head. Holy and gracious God, we give you thanks for this life-giving rain and the way that it nourishes our soil and brings out the life that we have experienced in the spring season, and what joy it is to have that and that sense of renewal and resurrection. We ask for your blessings on this evening, activities, conversations, and deliberations, that all those who are interested may be a part of leading into the future for our city, for our community, and our people. In the name of Christ we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next time is approval of the agenda.
Yes, Mayor, I need to amend the agenda this evening. I need to move the executive session that's under item 9 and move it to the end of the meeting under item 20. So that the legal is at the end of the meeting instead of in the middle.
Okay. Do I have a motion to amend the agenda as recommended? Motion from Alderman Headley, do I have a second? Second, Alderman Johnson. Any discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Next item is proclamation, Eagle Scouts. Proclamation. You want to read it, Jim? I'll have this report down here.
City of Green Valley, Missouri proclamation, whereas Wyatt Grayson Holke has distinguished himself by obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout, Boy Scout Troop 310. Whereas Wyatt has been recognized in this area for his outstanding community service, leadership skills, positive attitude, and academic achievement. Whereas Wyatt has proven to be an asset to the Great Valley community, his troop, his family, and his friends. Whereas Wyatt has set an example for others to follow and has distinguished himself, his troop, and his community with this award. Whereas the City of Green Valley would also like to recognize Wyatt for his outstanding achievement in becoming an Eagle Scout. Now therefore be it proclaimed, the City of Green Valley Board of Aldermen and Mayor Mike Todd are proud to recognize Wyatt Grayson for achieving Scouting's highest award bestowed, the rank of Eagle Scout, dated this 12th day of May, 2014.
I just wanted to say that I had the honor of attending his ceremony when he received the Eagle Scout. It's the first time I've ever been to, so that was really neat. And I want to let everyone know too that he is enlisted and signed up when he joined the Marine Corps here this summer. So, okay, next on our agenda is citizen participation. We ask citizens to come forward to the microphone at the podium. Place right now. Please give your name and address for the record.
Going call 100 Southwest Foxdale. Conversations dawned on me, and I was wondering when the Grand Valley Raceway races are going to start, because usually I hear them. I haven't heard anything. Maybe the wind's blowing in favor of me. I don't know. I'm just wondering. And they haven't known yet.
I stopped mine. They misspelled mine.
6 events so far.
Yeah, it's several weeks.
several?
He's just been doing pretty much every Saturday, like the last 2 Fridays.
Right. Just wondering. I get blown out here.
Anyone else want to address the board?
My name is Jenny Cruz, I live at 410 South Hamilton Lane, here in Grand Valley. And tonight, I wanted to come forward and talk about the transfer station that has been changed. Basically, it's, now a resource center. And I just want to say that, I have no personal bad feelings about the people who are wanting to do this. I think they're great people. But I don't think the transfer station resource center is something that we need in our city. And I think that the residents of Gray Valley should be made aware of it. And I've had experience with a transfer station before, and I didn't like the smell. And I just wanted to say that I don't want to see something like this come to Green Valley.
Thank you. Anyone else want to address the board this evening?
Good evening, I'm Maureen Morris with Fire Services in response to any opinion that I just wanted to make sure that she understands that what she saw was an open top system, like we saw at AAA. Ours is a compactor in a enclosed trailer, so you don't have the smell and the fly, crash won't be open that way. It'll just go straight from the compactor into the trailer. So, I look forward to your vote this evening and, look forward to providing one of the area. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to address the board? Okay, now move on to consent agenda.
Move we accept the consent agenda.
I have a motion from Alderman Stillite to accept the consent agenda. Do I have a second? Second. Second, Alderman Schaefer. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Okay, next item is discussion or update on conditional use permit for a racetrack recreation area.
The mayor and board, the timeline for action included a sound study that the city requested. The applicant, Dennis Stroud, got, and we gave the deadline of May 15. I got a letter today from Bill Moore, his lawyer, indicating that they had commissioned Jerome Lippick, the company, to do a sound study this weekend at 4 different sites in the city. I'm presuming one would be the property line. And I got that email sometime early afternoon, I think, forwarded it to the last in staff. And my response back was the city would respond. We had, as you might recall, we had suggested that the city participate in the cost share, so we would make sure that both sides were had input and direction as to how it was taken, where, and the conditions and those kinds of things. So I'm not real sure yet what's going to happen this weekend as far as the city's concerned. If there's a truck continues, and I assume it will, with the sound study, the city will have monitors there so that we know, so the city knows, staff can report to you what happens and when they do the test and so forth. So that's what we are expecting the sound study. That's as of this afternoon. Questions?
I have a question for council. If said just after property line, I question whether why we were doing readings elsewhere. Have you looked at the condition you want to see if you did that area?
Said, the ordinance said, right. I think short answer to that, Chuck, why the city's doing it in other places is because the complaints have come from other places. And I think the city needs to know what, if the decibel limit is X at the property line, in excess of, and then it's higher somewhere else, I think just from a factual perspective, we need to know what. Because it's gonna go to remedy. How do you keep that sound under control? Did that answer your question?
Mr. Strout, do you have anything you want to add this evening?
We're gonna do 5 locations at all property lines. We're gonna basically use the exact locations that, the city commission in 2010, when that was the one, we're gonna do it in exactly the same spots they did it. They had 5 locations at the property line that they did it at. The test that we're gonna do will be a 7-hour test. It will run for a total of 7 hours nonstop. The last time they did it, they just did them in 3-minute intervals and, didn't do a whole race event sound test. Ours will be for 7 hours. We'll do a test Friday to get an ambient level on Friday night when we're not racing. And then on Saturday night, we'll do it during the race, and it'll be nonstop for 7 hours both nights. That way we can compare it and see what the difference is.
Are they gonna, like, indicate, like, what time the car started or whatever, see on there, releasing?
Yes, and you guys are more than welcome to send anybody you want out to verify what we're doing, that's fine.
I think one of the challenges, at least from legal perspective, that I'm worried about is I want the board to be able to compare apples and apples. So we need to be sure that there are different kinds of races that generate different kinds of noise for different intervals. And so when we do these tests, and he does these tests, I want to make sure that we're measuring the same kind of noise that we'll have next week of the race. So, and I know you can't do it every week, you can't, but I hope we have time this week, and I'm sure Ryan will, probably with, help of staff to determine, and maybe Mr. Trout can provide his input on what kinds of racing, what kinds of cars will be racing this weekend. And I know we'll have the staff, city will have staff that are monitoring and making sure that we're on the same page, so the staff can report to you.
Will Saturday be your typical?
Yeah, we
Saturday
race,
night
we
program
race the
with
same program every week.
V mods and streets and the
Correct.
parking?
Yes.
Anything else to add, anyone? Okay. You have anything else, Stroud?
I laid Mr. Cook, did you get that thing I laid on your desk?
I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure, that's the guy that's doing the test, so, if you need a phone number on him to call him, I can, is the phone number on there? I forgot to look.
No.
I've got his number,
But I'll tell you this, I'm not calling. He's your expert, so I'm not gonna get involved in that.
that's fine.
But I
I'm just making it
appreciate
available if you want it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, seeing no previous business, new business, or presentation, we'll move on to ordinances.
Bill B 14-08, second reading, ordinance 2330, ordinance approving the final plat of Eagle Ridge multifamily first plat. Ordinance 2330.
Mayor, I move we accept bill number B 14-08 for second reading, making it ordinance number 2330.
Okay, I have a motion, Alderman Shavers, to approve bill B 14-08 for its second reading, next ordinance 2330. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Scully. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Arnold? Yes. Johnston? Schaefer?
Yes.
Headley?
Yes.
Scully?
Yes.
West? 6-0, Mayor. First reading, Bill B 14-04, an ordinance approving a conditional use permit for a resource center, including a materials handling facility at 212 East Broadway Street. First reading, Bill B 14-04.
Mayor, I move that we accept bill number 14-04 for its first reading and bring it back for its second reading by title only.
I have a motion from Alderman Jacobs to approve Bill B 14-04 for its first reading, bring it back by title only for its second reading. Do I have a second? Anyone else a second? All right. Move on to resolution.
There's no second.
No second.
Resolution R 14-24, a resolution authorizing the city administrator to purchase a 40-by-60 free-span steel building from Heritage Building Systems for use as a fleet maintenance shop. Resolution R 14-24.
I move that we accept resolution R 14-24.
I have a motion from Alderman Studd to approve resolution R 14-24. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Henry. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor, members of the board, just wanted to take a moment to explain exactly how we see this building project going. If you'll remember, in 2012, we identified the need for a larger fleet building. So in 2013, we set $20,000 aside for this fleet building, and then for this fiscal year, we set $27,000 aside. I want to make sure that there's no confusion that this resolution is actually to purchase the building. Staff will be constructing the building, but we have an additional, you'll see at the line item, the balance available, we have $27,000. We have an additional $20,000 available in the general fund for this building project. So once this is completed, we'll have about $25,000 to do site improvements and finishing the interior of the building. The building that we're getting is a 40-by-60 free-span building, and we plan on having the slab poured probably in August and beginning construction towards the end of August, when things typically start to wind down as far as transportation projects, street improvements, that sort of thing. So once we have the slab poured, we will go ahead and construct the building, and then we're going to have HVAC or plumbing and electrical contractors come in, do all the work that they have to do on the inside, and we'll be able to finish the building. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Do we have any questions?
Is that building going to be bigger?
Yes. From what we've been able to tell you, that's it. It will more than double the capacity that we have right now. And the biggest issue that we had was the overhead doors weren't large enough for our equipment. And, moving forward, we're going to have the television trailer that we ordered this year that will run to one side.
Anything else? Where's it physically going to be?
It will be just north of the existing fleet building, but to the east. So, if you imagine driving back to the fleet building, if you're going south, you turn right to the fleet building. Well, before you get to the fleet building, you would turn left, and there's a drive that goes out of gates on the east side of the property. This will be right along that back curve. So it'll be completely separate. Have all fleet facilities in there.
What's your plans for the freed up space?
We have several different things. Right now, we're going to use it for storage. That's one of the things that we can do with the TV trailer in the meantime. It's going to take a transitional period to get Andrew in fleet and get everything operational and working. Once we're done with that, we talked about letting Parks and Rec use that for storage, putting some offices down there. I mean, right now, we have to office some of our parks maintenance workers in the pavilion and attic, basically. So that would be a better workplace for them.
So now we charge the Parks and Rec collection now.
I'm sure I don't.
I'm not sure I'd say that was normal to front row.
As long as you have a place to store those Christmas lights that you like so much.
You know anything in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
6-0. Resolution R 14-25, a resolution authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Kansas City for employee health benefit coverage and Delta Dental of Missouri for employee dental benefit coverage for the 2014-2015 benefit plan year. Resolution R 14-25.
Mayor, I recommend we accept, resolution R 14-25 as read.
I have a motion from Alderman Johnson to approve resolution R 14-25. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Arnold. Any discussion?
Mayor Ward, this is just, the same information that was provided to you at the work session that we had last Monday and the fifth. Nothing's been changed. We went ahead and, put the information that we proposed to staff, into the resolution and everything is the same. If you'd like to discuss this further to that, I'm more than happy to.
Do you have any questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
6-0.
Okay, next item is city attorney reports.
That's the report, Your Honor. Thank you.
Next item is city administrator and staff reports.
Yes, Mr. Davies, do you have anything to report to them?
Yes, just an update on the community center roof. We're basically just about wrapped up. The base has been installed, our gutters and downspouts have been reinstalled. We still have a little bit of work to do on the EPAs, and then there's a little bit of insulation work inside the, ceiling attic space that still needs to occur, but predominantly on the exterior, we're pretty much well wrapped up other than the community's work. Also just wanted to let everybody know we've got, as the weather's warming up, another movie in the park event coming up. Historically, we've offered one of these each year. This year we're actually going to offer two, one here in the spring and again in the fall. And so our one in the spring is actually this upcoming Friday, May 16th, again at the multi-purpose field next to the pavilion, there on the park. Dinner will start around 8 o'clock, depending on when it gets dark. So we welcome all of you all to come all out and watch the movie. It's Despicable Me 2, the movie that we'll be playing. So it'll be a lot of fun. We hope the weather will cooperate. That's all I have.
Mr. Mayor, members of the board, just want to remind you of 2 dates. Saturday, May 31st is the citywide cleanup to be held over at our maintenance facility at James Rollo. Citizens will be able to bring in large items they typically couldn't get rid of through their trash service. They cannot bring any hazardous waste materials. The event's going to be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. We also offer senior citizen curbside pickup if they are eligible for the senior citizen discount on the water bill. We can actually go out and pull some of their stuff up the curb and we'll pick it up for them. The 2 dates that we are offering, that is Thursday, the 29th, and Friday, the 30th. They just need to call Tammy Love. We have a phone number on a flyer if anybody would like it. It's also available on the website. So we'll need to call her to schedule the appointment. The other item is we have one more board meeting before this, but the 8th annual community development event will be held Thursday, June 19th from 5 to 7. So that's our opportunity to interact with the public in an educational event that we have every year. So we're looking forward to that. If you have any questions about it, we're more than happy to answer, but that's the two events we have.
Yeah, Mayor, well, we had our golf tournament on Friday. It was, I think it went really well. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I think we probably double what we normally would make at the tournament after we're going to pay our bills and everything. So I think it was an excellent event. I appreciate everybody. A lot of people in this room were there to help out and support the event. And I think we had a great time and it was well received. So thank you.
Based on the decision you all made with the resolution, we will be for the new plan year. That'll be in the next couple of weeks, and we'll keep you posted on that. From the other things I have information, almost complete for the, questions you have regarding the plate number, and then information should be coming to you in the week.
And I have two items for you this evening. First being, I spoke with Mr. Lefko this afternoon, and, we've been discussing how we can get attendance at our senior luncheons to increase, because, people have, not been attending, with concern that maybe they're not aware of it, maybe there's been a turnover in the number of, seniors that have moved into Green Valley. So we wanna make sure they know about it. Staff will be working on a brochure to put into the, utility bills, kind of as a save the date, something they can put on the refrigerator, and kind of promote who sponsors which lunches, and just kind of make it fun, and just informative type of item. Mr. Lopez said that he would be paying for that brochure, and, I told him we'd be happy to, get that completed for him. The other item that I have is to, update you, let you know that Friday, Thursday, we had staff appreciation event. We had to move it indoors because of the weather, there was a possibility of inclement weather. Had a great time, everyone really enjoyed it, it's great to see, and maybe it's just me, I've got almost 2 years under my belt now, and, but just everyone has always has a smile on their face and comes in. Of course, he doesn't enjoy a good, cheeseburger cooked by the three gentlemen across the table from me, and,
Aaron, sit there and watch.
actually, we won't show you the singed hair on his arm, on Ryan's arm, but, they did a great job, everyone had a really good time, and, so when you do your staff, just, I just remind you to tell them, just keep their job well done. They're an awesome group. That's all I have.
This time then is for all reports and comments. Alderman Arnold.
Thank you. Probably save something on the city cleanup, because it seemed like the garage sales is 17%. Then a week later, it might be an issue. That's all I have now.
Okay. Alderman West. Alderman Dudley. Nothing. Alderman Sullivan. Nothing at this. Alderman Shaker. Nothing this time, Mayor. Alderman Johnson. Nothing this time. Next up, Mayor's report. Nothing else to add. Executive session, would you have any for executive session for legal and real estate? Okay, we're here for legal and real estate, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session. Motion from Alderman Arnold, second Alderman Thompson. Say aye. Yep. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Okay.
Alderman West. Alderman Dudley. Yes. Alderman Sully. Alderman Shaker. Yes. Alderman Thompson. All right, we're in executive session.
Time to go. I